Hello there. Today, due to current developments, we will take another short break from the Dingo variant series. I talked about Poland's arms deal with South Korea in an earlier video, and I talked there about the K2 battle tank. And today I will briefly introduce you to the second item for the air playlist, because Poland will also purchase the FA-50 light combat aircraft. Poland buys war equipment in South Korea on a large scale. The German armaments industry gets nothing here. Behind this is Warsaw's plan to become like its Asian role model, highly equipped, innovative, growth-driven. But this also has consequences for Poland's role in the EU. It's a deal that puts other European armaments projects in the shade. Poland is procuring more than 1,000 battle tanks, 648 self-propelled howitzers and 48 FA-50 jets in South Korea. Added to this is the construction and production facilities in Poland. Defense Minister Mariusz Błaszczak signed a framework agreement for the billion-euro deal in July and the purchase agreement for the aircraft on September 16th. Poland, which has handed over a large part of its weapon systems to the Ukrainian army, is arming itself like no other NATO country. Many foreign observers are surprised that the government in Warsaw has brought South Korea on board as a long-term partner, because the Far Eastern country is not a NATO member themselves, but South Korea weapon systems are not interoperable with those of the NATO countries, and that's usually a problem. In Poland, details of the agreement with Seoul, such as the purchase of howitzers, have caused astonishment because the government could have ordered a similar product from their domestic company HSW. However, Polish experts are not surprised that the choice basically fell on South Korea. South Korea is already one of Poland's closest partners in terms of industry and security policy. The arms deal is just a sign of a relationship that has grown over the years, which is becoming more and more obvious and will definitely not remain without consequences for the rest of the EU. South Korea, once marked by the Korean War and destitute, has made it into one of the leading economic nations in just a few decades. The country of 50 million people now ranks 12th among the largest economies in the world. Samsung, Hyundai and LG are global industrial and technology champion. And so, this is a deal that puts other European armaments projects in the shade. With the more than 1,000 battle tanks, the howitzers and the FA-50 jets, that is quite a big thing. We're talking about 6 billion euros. And I've already talked about the main battle tanks, so now I would like to briefly introduce you to the FA-50 light combat aircraft. Based on the T-50 trainer's superior performance and an armament storing capability, the FA-50 aircraft is further developed and upgraded with tactical data link, precision-guided munitions and self-protection subsystems. Featuring a fighter jet class flight performance, the FA-50 aircraft has been deployed and operated in the Republic of Korea Air Force since 2013. The combat aircraft is intended to meet the light fighter requirements of air forces around the world. The advanced radar provides the FA-50 jet with detection capability, which is similar to that of the KF-16 fighter. But of course, the manufacturer gave us some stats here as well. The FA-50 measures 13 meters 14 in length, 9 meters 45 in width, and 4 meters 82 in height. The empty weight of the aircraft is 6 tons 47. It can take off with a maximum gross weight of 12.3 tons. And then let's talk about the cockpit. The KAI FA-50's tandem glass cockpit can carry 2 crew members. It's equipped with a wide field of view head-up displays, or HUD. It has a color multifunctional display, it has a digital engine instrumentation, and a hands-on throttle and stick. It also has an integrated upfront control and a 0-0 ejection seat. And then we need to talk about the flight control systems. It includes digital fly-by-wire, it has an active stick, it has an electrical emergency power unit, It has a digital brake-by-wire and a triple redundant electrical system. The cockpit also integrates an onboard oxygen generation system, or OBOX. The night vision imaging system, or NVIS, aboard the aircraft ensures mission capability during day and night. But then we have to talk about the Avionics package. It consists of embedded inertial navigation systems and a global positioning system, so INS and GPS. It has an integrated missions computer. It has identification, of course also friend or foe, or the well-known IFF. It has a radar altimeter, a multi-mode radar, a store management system, and of course a UHF and VHF radio. It has a tactical data link. It has data transfer and recording systems. It has a radar warning receiver and countermeasure dispensing systems, or CMDS. But everybody's waiting for the weapon systems, I guess. The FA-50 aircraft can carry a weapons load of up to 4 tons. The aircraft can be armed with AIM-9 Sidewinder short-range air-to-air missiles or AGM-65 Maverick air-to-ground tactical missiles, or with the GBU-38B Joint Direct Attack Ammunition, or JDAM, with a CBU-105 sensor-fused weapon, with an Mk-82 low-drag general-purpose bombs, and also with cluster bomb units, or CBUs. The aircraft is also mounted with an internal 3-barrel 20mm Gatling gun and a LAU-3A 19-tube rocket launcher for firing folding fin aerial rockets. The wide range of weapon systems aboard the FA-50 jet allows it to counter multiple threats in today's complex battlefield scenario. And of course, we still have the engines and the performance to talk about. The power plant of the FA-50 aircraft integrates a General Electric F404GE 102 turbofan engine, developing 17,700 pounds of thrust with an afterburner. The engine's performance is controlled by dual-channel full authority digital engine control, that's an FADEC system. The fuel is supplied from the internal fuel tanks. The aircraft can carry 568 liters of additional fuel in its external fuel tank. The power plant provides a maximum speed of 1,837.5 kilometers per hour, that's Mach 1.5. And if you want to know more about interesting military technology, you'll find my next video right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.